Hi, everyone, and welcome to this deep stretch, slow flow yoga class. This is the perfect session for you if you're looking to relax, wind down, or work on a little bit of flexibility after a long day. So, today we're going to get started on our backs. Just finding a comfortable position, let the whole length of the spine rest easy on the mat. You can walk the feet out to mat width apart, letting the knees fall into one another. Place a hand on your belly, a hand on the heart. And just take a second here, checking in with yourself. Reflect a little bit on your day. And I'll invite you here to set a personal intention for your practice today. Maybe that's something you're working on or off the mat. And carrying that with you for the next 30 minutes we have together. And as a community, we'll take 3 deep cleansing breaths here, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, fill the belly, fill the lungs, and exhale, open mouth. Good. One more time, inhaling through the nose and exhale out the mouth. We'll start to build our Ujjayi pranayam, or ocean breathing, letting the lips gently seal together, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose, letting the breath catch at the base of the throat, forming an audible whisper. And finding longer inhales and slower exhales. Good. Keeping that connection with the breath. On the inhale, gently flutter the eyes open to heel the feet back in line with the hips. And send the arms out wide like the letter T. Let the knees fall over to the left side. Gaze off the right shoulder. Inhaling through center. And exhale over to the other side. Let the knees fall off to the right. Gaze off the left shoulder. Inhaling through center. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees splay out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. The hands can cactus out to the side, or maybe you find thumbs and opposite elbows above the crown of the head. We'll stay here for 3 rounds of breath. Finding that calming Ujjayi breath. Taking one more Ujjayi breath in and one more Ujjayi breath out. And inhale, bring the knees up in towards the chest. And just give them a little hug here, maybe rocking from side to side, releasing the lower back. Bring the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Bringing the forearms and the hands overhead, making balls with the fists and rolling them one way and the other way. Maybe one hand comes around to the fingers, helping guide them away from the wrist. And then the other side. Good. Inhaling, hands come down by the side, pressing into the forearms. The feet lift the hips up for bridge pose. Knees are in line with one another, even pressure for both feet. And exhale, roll the spine all the way down, sacrum lands last. Inhale, coming right back up into our bridge pose, warming up the spine, holding here, feeling the weight rolling onto the shoulder blades. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good. Inhale, coming right back up through center, bridge pose. And then maybe the hands come and interlace behind the back, giving ourselves a little bit more of a shoulder stretch. Exhale, lower all the way down, removing the hands. Inhale, right leg lifts up towards the ceiling. And exhale, crossing the right leg. Bring the right ankle to the left knee for figure four pose. You can stay here. Maybe you're feeling like keeping the movement small. And maybe you hug that left knee in, left the hands interlaced behind that left thigh, flexing both feet, keeping the pose active here. And then maybe you rock from side to side, releasing the lower back. Exhale, the left foot comes down, right foot comes down to meet, and windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Good. Inhale, the left leg lifts up, sending the sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, crossing the left ankle on right thigh for figure four on the other side. And same motions on the side. Move the hands interlaced behind the back of the right thigh. Hugging that leg in and rock gently from side to side. Maybe pointing and flexing the feet. Exhale, right foot comes down, left foot comes down, and windshield wiper the knees from side to side, releasing the lower back. Placing both soles of the feet on the mat, start to rock up and down the length of the spine, and we'll meet in a seated posture. Removing the flesh from the sit bones and crossing the legs here. The hands come down by your side. Inhale, hands come overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, taking a twist over to the right side. Left hand comes to right knee, gazing off the right shoulder. Take a nice deep inhale here, feeling long through the spine, and using the exhale to twist. Inhale, coming back through center, hands come overhead. And exhale, taking a twist over to the left side, gazing off the left shoulder. Sitting tall here on the inhale, lengthening the spine, and using the exhale to twist. Inhale, coming through center. And walk the hands forward, coming into a tabletop pose. Knees come under hip points, wrist creases come under shoulders. And then bring the big toes to touch. Send the hips back towards the heels. The hands can walk forward, finding our child's pose. Moving down the length of the spine, the forehead can be on the mat. Maybe gently rock the head from side to side. Pressing into the palms of the hands, look up towards the front of the mat, staying in our child's pose, and walk the hands over to the right side. Doing a nice stretch along the left side body. Inhale, walk the hands through center, and then over to the left side. Inhale through center and come to a tabletop. Find underneath hip points, keeping the neck neutral, and start to walk the hands forward for puppy pose. Looking forward, it's halfway between our tabletop and our child's pose. Hips are stacked over the knees, and looking forward, should feel a stretch in the shoulders. And maybe the forearms come down. Find prayer hands behind the neck. A deep shoulder stretch. Inhale, walking the hands back underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the heart for cow pose. Exhale, release the tops of the feet, drop the crown of the head, cat pose. Moving through our cat cows, varying the movement with the breath. And then maybe finding some intuitive movement here, dropping the crown of the head. The hips can sway from side to side. Just finding some movement that feels good for your body. Coming through stillness, inhale, the right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Exhale, threading it through the left. Bring the right shoulder down onto the mat. Thread the needle. You can stay here. Maybe that left hand walks forward, deepening the stretch here. Inhale, walk the left hand back. Right hand comes to the sky. And exhale back to tabletop. To the other side, inhale, the left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through the right hand. Bring that right shoulder down. And then maybe walking the right hand forward. Taking the twist on the other side. Inhale, the right hand walks back. Left hand comes to the sky. And exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, lifting the right leg up long behind you. Exhale, crossing it over to the left side. Bring that right foot down. And then gaze off the left shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch along the right side body. Maybe we add some movement here, rocking down, up and down over that right ankle, inviting in some movement into the wrists. Inhale, coming back through center, and exhale back to our tabletop. Left leg sends long behind you. Exhale, crossing it over to the right side. Gaze off the right shoulder. And again, maybe start rocking up and down over that heel, warming the toes up. And bring it back to tabletop. Take another round of our cat cow. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale. Drop the crown of the head, press into the mat with the hands. Inhaling through center, right leg lifts. Exhale, stepping it through between the hands, finding our low lunge pose. The hands sweep overhead. And then maybe we find some movement here if it feels good to do so. You can start to weight the hips forward, coming into a back bend, being mindful not to drop the head back, and leading with the space of the heart. So you're reaching tall with the arms, the hips are moving forward, the arms are leading you back. Inhale, coming through center, hands come to heart center. And exhale, taking the twist over to the right side. You can stay up high, or maybe that left elbow makes the hook. Inhale, come back through center. The hands come down, bringing the hips back for half Hanuman, runner's lunge. Flexing those right toes, you can walk the right foot forward to move deeper into the pose. Taking a halfway lift here, lift the heart forward. Exhale, start to bend forward over that right leg. We'll stay here for another 3 rounds of breath, connecting with that Ujjayi pranayam, getting longer inhales and slower exhales. Inhale, walk the hands forward, toe heel that right foot out to the edge of the mat for a lizard pose. Staying up tall onto the hands, lift the right hand up, taking a twist. And then if you don't have any pain in the knees, you can bend that left leg, reaching around to the back of the left foot. Gaze off the right shoulder. Or quad stretch. Inhale, very slowly release the left leg and come back to our lizard pose. You can stay here, or maybe the forearms come down to the mat. breathing into any spots of tension and exhaling any discomfort here. We're not pushing past the point of pain, just finding the edge between the sensation of stretch and relaxation. Good. Inhale, tucking those left toes, hop the left foot forward so the feet are about 3 feet apart. We're in a wide-legged pyramid pose. So the right leg is straight, chest is moving forward, and maybe you stay up higher. Think about sending that right hip back, left hip is moving forward. Inhale to lift the heart here. Exhale to fold over the right leg. Inhale, feel the halfway lift, the chest lifts, and then walk the hands back. You can toe heel that right foot in a little bit closer. We're going to point and flex the foot. The hands can stay here, or maybe you have them up on blocks if you have some yoga blocks, just to help lift the chest. Pointing and flexing that foot, waking up the whole length of that right hamstring. Inhale, looking forward, step the left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Crown of the head drops heavy here. Take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale, finding our halfway lift. Plant the palms and step back to our downward facing dog. Body's forming an upside down V shape, pedaling out the feet here. Putting a big bend in one knee and the other. We're really pressing into the palms of the hands, sending the chest closer to the knees. Inhale, come forward, drop the knees. We're in our tabletop. Walk the hands back, keeping them underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the heart, tuck the toes, drop the belly. And exhale, curl the spine in, pressing into the palms of the hands. Inhale, coming through neutral spine, lift the left leg up long behind you. And exhale, step it through between the hands. We're in our low lunge pose, hands come overhead. Taking that baby back bend on the side, the hips start to weight forward, reaching with the hands. And the line of gaze follows the heart, right? We're not dropping the head back. We're keeping it in line with the arms, reaching tall, biceps are by the ears, and then leading with that space. Up into your back bend. This could be a really small movement. That's okay. Inhale, coming through center, hands come to heart. And exhale, taking the twist over to the left side. Stay up high, or again, maybe that right shoulder, the right forearm comes to left thigh, taking that twist. Or maybe the gaze sends off towards that left shoulder, pressing into the palms of the hands to help with the rotation of the chest. Inhale, release the hands here, and bring the hips back for half Hanuman runner's lunge. Flexing those left toes, the hips are working back. Again, inhale to our halfway lift, and exhale, folding over that front leg. Maybe work that leg in forward, or closer to you. Finding the pose that works for your body. Taking 3 rounds of our Ujjayi Pranayama. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, walking the hands forward, toe heel that left foot out to the edge of the mat for lizard pose. And we're grounding through that right hand, left hand reaches up. Couple options here for the twist. You can bring the hand to the left hip, help roll open the chest. Or if you don't have any pain in the knees, grabbing for the back right foot. Inhale, coming back through center, gently release the right knee. And you can stay here, finding some stillness into our lizard, and maybe the forearms come down. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale one time out the mouth. Inhale, coming up onto the hands. And then tuck the right toes, step the back foot in. So the feet are about 3 feet apart. That right foot is turned out 45 degrees. We're in a wide legged pyramid pose. Inhale, lift the heart here. And exhale, folding over the left leg. The crown of the head is working forward. And then the hands walk back. You can point and flex the foot. Looking forward, step the right foot up to meet the left. Drop the crown of the head, forward fold. And taking the two-piece fingers around the big toe, come into a yogi big toe hold. Inhale, lifting the heart. You can place a big bend in the knees, that's okay. Exhale, bring the feet closer to the face, then elbows are coming out wide. Inhale to release, halfway lift, and step the feet back to our downward facing dog. We're going to be moving into a pigeon pose if you'd rather take a figure four, like we did at the beginning of class. It's the same stretch without the gravity, weight of the body. Feel free to take that instead. Otherwise, inhale, the right leg lifts long behind you. Exhale, right knee comes wider than right wrist. Shin is working towards the parallel of the mat. Might not ever get there. And lifting the heart here for an inhale. And exhale, walk the hands forward. The forehead can come down to the mat. And maybe make a pillow with the arms. Just be mindful that the left leg is extended back behind the hip. It's not splaying out to either side. Inhale, walking the hands up just halfway. Left forearm comes parallel with the front of the mat. Right hand sweeps up, taking a Shiva twist here. And the hand can stay right here. Maybe it reaches around for the right foot, taking a quad stretch on this side as well. Inhale to release, planting the palms, tuck the left toes, and send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Paddling it out here. We'll move into pigeon or figure four on the other side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee comes wider than left wrist. Shin is working towards parallel. Inhale, lift the heart up. And exhale, walk the hands forward. Inhale, walk the hands halfway. The right forearm comes down parallel with the front of the mat. Left hand sweeps up, and maybe it reaches around for that right leg, taking the twist here, adding a quad stretch on. Inhale to release, bringing the hips over to the left side. Right foot comes around, placing the soles of the feet on the mat. The hands come out in front of you, and exhale to lower all the way down to your backs, hugging the knees up in towards the chest when you arrive. And you can rock from side to side, releasing the lower back. Keeping the right knee hugged in, left leg extends long. And send the right arm wide like the letter T. Guide the right knee across the body. Look off the right shoulder. Inhale, coming back through center. Hug the left knee in, extend the right leg long. Sending that left arm wide like the letter T, guiding the knee across your body. And then, even with the eyes closed, send the gaze off the left shoulder. Inhale, coming back through center, hugging the knees up in towards the chest, wrapping them with your arms, squeezing everything in. Face comes up to meet the knees. Squeeze the face, the hands, the feet. And exhale, come to Shavasana, final resting pose. Letting the eyes gently close, the hands can flip up, letting the body rest and hang heavy on the mat. Start to invite energy and awareness back to center, wiggling the fingers and the toes, rolling the wrists and the ankles. When you're ready, send the arms overhead, giving yourself a big stretch like you're getting up in the morning. Hugging the knees up in towards the chest, gently roll to the right side, giving yourself a chance to transition in fetal position. Keeping the eyes closed, gently make your way to a seated position. Bring the hands to heart center, pressing the palms of the hands together, rubbing them back and forth, creating warmth and friction. Placing the palms of the hands over the eyes. And when you're ready, open the eyes and lower the hands. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice today.